Hey everybody, this is Abraham from Dad Company. Me and a group of two other teenagers that are both, all of us, just 16 years old, have decided to take part in this game jam challenge. At the beginning of the month, we had wanted to create a game. At the end of the month, we finished our game. Our game is called Vol. Now, Vol is a game where you have to escape an island. This will be a tutorial on how to actually escape, since the game may be a bit challenging for newcomers. The way you move is using WASD, kind of like the arrow keys, but more kind of up in the corner of your keyboard. This allows for greater mobility. The way you attack and interact with items is with F. As you can see, there's a tiny animation that you can you see there for interactions. Now, you're going to want to explore a bit on the island. However, there isn't really much to see other than these two kind of icons and a little empty field. This, however, is not the final field, and not the final version of the game. The game is completed, however, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of things to explore here that you kind of want to check out for your own. However, let's go through and fight the bosses. This first boss here, his name is Sands, spelled with a D and an S. I need to attack constantly by pressing F in order to kill him. If you let him stay on you for too long, you will be taking damage, seen by the hearts up here. You go up to the chest and you press F, and you can see 3 items pop out. This is the sort of body of a boat, this is a wooden sword, and this is a banana. You can press and hold I to open your inventory. Here you can see restorative items, weapons, and the parts of the boat that you have collected so far. Of course, you will need 4 parts of the boat, and that will allow you to escape the island. Now let us equip these items by clicking on them in the inventory. Now that we have done that, we can see our character has now gained a little sword. Hooray! Now we can move on to the next boss. If we go back in here, nobody shows up because we killed Sands. Now we move over to what I think many people will find to be the most daunting boss. It is the Sun. He's modeled after the Super Mario Bros. World Sun, and his projectiles are a bit difficult if you don't know how to handle them, since they kind of disappear after a while. That's our mistake. Now, if you fight him head on, you're going to find that you will be insta-killed. It's just not something you want to do. So the tactic we have devised here is to run all the way up to the corner and start walking down and fighting him like that. You must come up to the corner and do an SD kind of movement pattern in order to kill him, while mashing F at the same time. This in turn allows you to avoid all the Sun's projectiles and the kind of instant death that he can put up on you. We will try to fix this in the future, however, this is beatable. You can grab the new item, the other piece of the boat, and the new sword. The swords do in fact increase your damage output, so it's important that you pick them up. Otherwise, this next boss fight will be incredibly difficult. Now we come over to this ghost boss fight. This boss fight is going to require at least 3 hearts. Now we enter him. We can see our friend here, old Mr. Ghost, in his creepy little house. I've been personally designing all these maps, but if you have any suggestions, please share some. Now let's fight this ghost. Let's leave for a second. Now we can fight him. Now this fight's going to take a bit because this ghost has 100 health. All your swords combined stack up more and more damage onto your character. So that means the more swords you have, the more damage you do. Normally this fight would take 100 hits with just my fists. However, it should be taking only a third of that. Of course, if I can hit him, then I can win. Now again, go to the chests, press F, and pick up your items. We are mostly through most of the game. We can see that we have the mast, the boat body, and the sail. Many might think, shouldn't that be enough to get into the ocean? My answer is yes, it should. But we're not done yet. A mysterious portal has arrived, and we need to explore that. Now many of you may be thinking, what happened to the bridge? When you defeated all the 3 bosses, the bridge has been restored, and now you must bring this island to an end, and escape. So we enter the portal, and we find ourselves 1,000,000 miles above it in the sky, and we're fighting a shadow of ourselves. Now this shadow requires at least 3 hearts to defeat. Well, for me personally, the developer of the game, David Gomez, did it in 2, so I challenge you guys to defeat this boss as quickly and easily as possible. However, it'd be really embarrassing if I died right here, but I didn't. So now we open up the final chest, and there shall be more items whenever we can get more endings in the future. But for now, we pick up the wheels to move our boat, and we have finished the game. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a gameplay. That's a let's play playthrough through our first game. If you have any more questions, please feel free to talk in the discussions here. I'm always here and ready to ask and answer any questions. And if you have any suggestions, any ideas, any comments, if you want me to check out your game, just go on ahead and say. Peace out and Excelsior.